Hello everyone and welcome back to Yazzy's World. Thanks for stopping by to my channel. Anywho, today I want to show you guys how to create a marbled candy apple. So we have our apples, we have our sticks, and I know a lot of you had requested before that you wanted to see how I wrap them in the plastic. We have our flavoring, our color, our sugar, our 3 cups of sugar, our 1 cup of water, our half a cup of Karo syrup. So I already have my apples cleaned and prepped. If you would like to see that, I will put that link in the description box below because I did a nice full thorough video with those. So once again guys, if you want to stay tuned for this marbled candy apple video, you want to go ahead and grab your apples, your 3 cups of sugar, half a cup of Karo syrup, cup of water, your sticks, your bags, your ribbon, your color, whatever 2 colors you want to use, and your flavor, and your scissors and some wax paper so you can set them when they come out the heat. So I'm going to guide you guys step by step on how we get to the temperature we need to dip, and stay tuned. Okay, so I put my cup of water, 3 cups of sugar, and finishing off my syrup, my Karo syrup. I'm going to go ahead and get these combined so they can go ahead and cook together. You want to put your heat on like about, not high, but about between 6 and 8, which is 7. I'm going to put it on like a medium high heat. I'm going to turn this way so I can go ahead and mix it. You want to make sure you have your candy thermometer. And we don't want it to touch the bottom of the pot. We want to be able to mix without it getting in the way. So go ahead and mix that together, and then I'm gonna let it sit until it gets to 250, which is a hard ball stage. We're trying to get it to 301 Fahrenheit, but when it gets to 350 Fahrenheit, 250 Fahrenheit hard ball stage, we're gonna go ahead and add in our base color for our marble apples. So that's all combined. So we're going to go ahead, like I said, and let it get where it needs to be, which is a hard ball stage. And then I'll come back and we'll go from there. Okay, so while we're waiting for our sugar to boil, sugar, water, and Karo syrup concoction to come together, you can go ahead and place the sticks in your apples. I'm only doing 4. I'm using this as like an example or a demonstration, and I'm going to give them away to a little friend of mine. So I was like, why not, show you guys how to do another type of candy apple. So I was like, her favorite color is blue, so I was like, let's go for it. So we have our regular sticks. I'm using regular sticks today. And I like to use my apples and put them upside down. I feel they're more sturdy, they're stable. When you have them upside down, if you do them the right, they're kind of like uneven. But I mean, you're more than welcome, to do it the way you want to do it. This is just what I like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put the stick in, apply a bit of pressure, but not too much because we don't want it to come out at the end or puncture. Just do this to all your apples. Pressure. And of course, pull the stems out as much as you can. Some of them are kind of hard to get, but if you twist and pull, you should be good to go. Alright, so our apples are ready to be dipped. Concoction right now is at 250 hard ball stage Fahrenheit, 250 Fahrenheit, or if you want to do Celsius, it's 125 Celsius. So we want to go ahead and put on our flavor. And I'm using watermelon today. If you want to let it do its thing, you can, but I like to just go ahead and mix it on in. You want to be very careful, very careful when it comes to dealing with this mixture. You can burn yourself severely. So if you feel more comfortable using gloves just to be on the safe side, go for it. But we want to make sure the kitchen is clear and be very careful. Since I'm doing blue, I'm going to be using base as my white. And I use base as a white for everything, but I won't be adding another color with it. I'm just going to be, my base color is white and my marbled color is going to be blue. So I'm going to go ahead and, I would say squirt maybe like, a tablespoon. I kind of just do it off the top of my head because I've been used to doing it so much. You don't want to do too much because you don't want your candy apples to taste that weird, awkward, like food coloring taste. So right now the temp is inching up, and that's exactly what we want it to do while we get everything going and mixed together as far as the flavor and the food coloring. And we always want to use gel food coloring. So this is looking a bit nasty. I'll wipe that off. And I get all my food coloring and flavors from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or Walmart has Walmart also has flavoring too. Sometimes I prefer to use the clear flavoring because you don't have that hint of pink in the white, but today is okay. So, but I get Watkins flavoring too because it's clear for like my basic strawberry flavoring. So we are where we need to be. You see how fast that sped up? We're at a hard rock stage of 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So we want to go ahead and pull this off so we don't scorch our sugar, which becomes a very nasty smell and just nasty. So I'm going to go ahead and lower my heat down just in case it has to go back on a little bit. And I'm going to remove this pot from... Okay, so as you can see, the bubbles are going down, and that's exactly what we want. We want the bubbles to just go down. And like I said, I'm using blue today, and this is royal blue gel color from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. You can see we're still good temperature wise. So as the bubbles are simmering down, I'm going to go ahead and just do dots. That's all I'm doing, just adding in dots of food coloring. I did 5 dots, so that should hopefully work. Madison, can you turn that down, please? Ooh. Okay, so I'm using a toothpick, or you can use a chopstick. I've done this a few times, so I'm comfortable with using a toothpick. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just swirl out the colors that I did. Kind of make it look marble right now in the candy itself. Just like that. You can use more than one color if you want to. You can start off with a pink base, a green base, add white, add black, however you want to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my apple, and I still get nervous every time I dip apples for bubbles, because sometimes the apples can be bruised and they'll release. So there's the mixture, and I'm literally just going to put it in there, move it on around, and pull it out. And the first apple always has more of the food coloring. That's just how it goes. As you go on dipping, it mixes itself even more. A little bit more on the bottom. And I always have a dummy apple, so that's more likely my dummy apple. I'm gonna go ahead and dip the second one. This is what we're going for. That's why I say always have an extra apple just to have just in case. Because you wouldn't want to eat all of that. You're going to taste all of that yucky food coloring. So that's my dummy apple. Zoom out for you guys, sorry. Just gonna set that on the parchment paper. I'm gonna dip again. Look how pretty that is, guys. And our last one. This recipe makes, you can dip 6 big apples like this size with this recipe. And there you have it, guys. You have your marbled apples, like I said, and I know I've said this maybe 2 or 3 times already. This is going to be our dummy apple. We will not be eating this. Sometimes when you go to mix the colors, you come out with a lot more food coloring, and that's what we don't want. So that's why we dip one first to make sure we get that mixture, to get it processed and it gets it going. So I never use the first apple because this is just too much food coloring. But I still have mixture left, which is okay, but I'm not going to use it. I might throw it out, or I might dip some strawberries right quick for you guys and switch the game up. So I'm going to show you guys how to bag those as well, but this is how you get the marble effect on your candy apples. As soon as I get strawberries, I automatically wash them and let them sit in the fridge, and because the kids like to pick them up as we go. If you want to use a long cake pop stick, you're more than welcome to. I prefer a toothpick, so you could just dip it in and pull it out. But here we go. Same thing, you're just dipping it in. And you have a candied strawberry. Let it sit. This is the strawberry on the toothpick. Doing the same exact thing. Alright. Sorry guys, somebody's getting out of school. Room temperature. I'm not gonna lie, strawberries don't last long at all, whether you put them in the refrigerator or not, because of the moisture that comes from the strawberry. it breaks down the sugar. So these are really for like show, or if someone's at your house and you just want them to try them right there on the spot. This, oh lordy, this is the way to go. That's funny, Madison. Ooh, you making me drop it again. We want to make sure our toothpicks are secure. But hey, these things happen for real. You smacking your lips? It's good. All right, and we're just gonna set that one right there. So that was kind of last minute throw in, but that's basically how you do that as well. So just stay tuned, and then I'll show you guys how I bag these babies up. You got anything you want to say for the camera? No? Okay. Alrighty, so let's get our apples wrapped. So I'm using regular size treat bags you can get at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I open them up. Take the apple, put it in the bag. Just like that. Take my ribbon, cut a decent amount that I know I can at least tie it in 2 knots and do little curly cues. I take it and wrap it around the apple. And this might be a little too short, but it'll still work. And before I make it super tight, I adjust it, pull it up, and just go ahead and knot it. Now you're more than welcome to do 1 knot, but I like to do 2 knots just to make sure that if you have them in a warm area, that warm heat isn't gonna mess with the candy. Just like that. I take my scissors, I open them up, I take the ribbon, and I make them curly. I make them curly. Just like that. Then I take the scissors and I pull the bag down in the back, like so. I cut it. Then I turn it around, pull it down, cut it. You have your candy apple in the bag, looking gorgeous. And then I'm going to repeat that same step with these. They're not sticking to the bag or anything, so you want to make sure you follow the recipe, because that all has to do with sticking to the bag and the temperature in your home. Go ahead and cut that off, make that one a little longer. Double knot. Once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like, and feel free to comment. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.